Warm greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a truly heartwarming moment that has captured attention across social media and left so many people smiling, reflecting, and even pausing for a second to appreciate the beauty of simple, everyday life. It's one of those rare glimpses that doesn't rely on drama or headlines, but instead quietly settles into your heart and stays there. This moment comes from a short but meaningful clip shared through Meghan's Instagram story, and it offers a gentle, intimate look into the everyday life of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and Prince Harry. What makes this moment stand out so strongly is how natural everything feels. There is no sense of performance, no overproduction, no need to impress. It is simply a family existing together in a peaceful space. And somehow, that simplicity is exactly what makes it powerful. In the clip, Meghan is seen carefully arranging a bouquet of soft pink flowers. The setting appears calm and filled with natural light, possibly outdoors or near a garden space, which adds to the soothing atmosphere. Meghan moves slowly and thoughtfully, placing each stem with care, adjusting angles, balancing colors, and creating a soft, visually pleasing arrangement. It's not rushed, it's not chaotic, it's intentional, and that intention is what draws people in. Flower arranging, for many, is not just a task, it's an experience. It's a moment of mindfulness, a chance to slow down and focus on beauty, texture, and balance. Watching Meghan in this moment feels almost therapeutic, like watching someone paint or create something meaningful with their hands. The way her fingers gently cradle each bloom, the slight tilt of her head as she assesses the composition, the careful selection of just the right stem to complete the arrangement, all of these small details contribute to a scene that feels almost meditative. It's a reminder that beauty doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's simply about taking the time to notice, to arrange, to create. There is something symbolic about the pink flowers themselves. Pink often represents softness, warmth, affection, and calm energy. It's a color associated with kindness and gentle joy. So, as Meghan arranges these flowers, it feels like she's not just putting together a bouquet, but also creating a small pocket of peace in her environment. It reflects a lifestyle that values stillness, creativity, and emotional grounding, and you can feel that energy through the screen. It's quiet, but it speaks volumes. The choice of pink feels particularly significant when you consider the broader context of Meghan's life, a life that has often been filled with intense scrutiny, public judgment, and relentless media attention. In a world that has so often tried to define her, here she is defining her own space, her own peace, her own version of beauty. The pink flowers become more than just decor, they become a statement that softness is strength, that gentleness is powerful, that creating beauty in your own life is an act of resistance against chaos. Then comes Prince Harry's voice, soft, warm, and full of admiration. He notices what Meghan is doing, and instead of staying silent, he expresses it. "It's beautiful," he says. "It's simple, no elaborate language, no grand speech, just a genuine reaction." Meghan responds with a light and appreciative "thanks." Then Harry continues, clearly drawn to the colors and the care she's putting into the arrangement, adding, "It's so pretty and pink." That extra detail shows he's really paying attention. He's not just complimenting for the sake of it, he's observing, appreciating, and engaging. Meghan then replies again, this time with warmth and affection. "Thanks, my love." And just like that, in a matter of seconds, we see a full exchange that reflects connection, appreciation, and emotional closeness. There's something incredibly moving about hearing that exchange, about witnessing a moment of genuine partnership between two people who have been through so much together. It's a reminder that amidst all the chaos of the outside world, they have built something solid, something real, something that sustains them. Now, let's pause for a second because this is where the real magic lies. This interaction may seem small, but it carries depth. In relationships, it's often the little things that matter most. It's noticing what your partner is doing. It's taking a moment to say something kind. It's responding with warmth instead of indifference. Harry's compliment and Meghan's affectionate response show a level of ease and comfort that many people strive for. There's no tension, no awkwardness, just a natural flow of kindness. And that's something viewers immediately connect with. It's the kind of interaction that makes you think about your own relationships, about the small moments of connection that often go unnoticed, about the power of simply saying, "That's beautiful," to someone you love. It's a masterclass in presence, in showing up for each other in the small moments, in building a relationship one kind word at a time. You can tell this is not a staged moment. It doesn't feel like something done for the camera. It feels like something that just happened, a real interaction that was captured and shared. And that authenticity is what makes people lean in. In a world where so much content feels curated and polished, moments like this stand out because they feel real. They feel human. There's no perfect lighting, no carefully crafted caption, no strategic branding. It's just life. And in its raw, unfiltered state, it's beautiful. It's the kind of content that doesn't try to sell you anything, doesn't try to convince you of anything, doesn't try to be anything other than what it is. And perhaps that's why it resonates so deeply, because in a world of constant marketing, constant messaging, constant noise, a moment of pure authenticity feels like a gift. But just when you think the moment couldn't get any sweeter, the scene expands. In the background, we see something that completely steals hearts. Their daughter, Princess Lilibet Diana, is outside, completely immersed in her own little world. She's chasing chickens. And yes, it's exactly as adorable as it sounds. The name itself carries so much meaning. Lilibet, honoring her great-grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, whose family nickname was Lilibet, and Diana, honoring her grandmother, the beloved Princess of Wales. And here she is, this little girl with such a significant name, doing the most ordinary, wonderful thing a child can do, playing outside, chasing chickens, being utterly and completely herself. This is where the tone shifts from calm to joyful. While Meghan is focused on her flowers and Harry is admiring her work, little Lilibet is experiencing pure, unfiltered childhood joy. She runs after the chickens with curiosity and excitement, her movements quick and playful. The chickens scatter and flutter, creating a dynamic, lively scene. It's spontaneous, it's unpredictable, it's full of energy, and most importantly, it's real. You can almost hear the laughter, even if the clip doesn't fully capture it. You can imagine the pure delight on her face as she chases these birds, the thrill of the chase, the joy of movement, the freedom of being outside on a beautiful day. It's the kind of moment that every parent treasures, the kind of moment that makes all the challenges of parenting worthwhile. Watching a child chase chickens might sound like the simplest thing in the world, but it's actually deeply meaningful. It represents freedom. It represents curiosity. It represents a childhood that is not restricted or overly controlled, but instead filled with exploration and wonder. Lilibet is not posing. She's not performing. She's simply being a child. And in today's world, that kind of unfiltered joy feels rare and incredibly refreshing. It's a reminder that children don't need elaborate toys or expensive entertainment to be happy. Sometimes all they need is space to run, creatures to chase, and the freedom to explore. It's a reminder that the best childhood memories are often the simplest ones, the ones that don't cost anything, the ones that can't be bought, the ones that come from pure, unscripted play. There's laughter in the background, likely Meghan reacting to the moment, and that laughter adds another layer of warmth. It's the sound of a parent enjoying their child's happiness. It's genuine, it's soft, it's full of love, and it pulls the whole scene together in a way that feels complete. That laughter is the soundtrack of a happy home, the background music of a family that knows how to find joy in the ordinary. It's the sound of a mother watching her daughter be exactly who she is, without trying to shape her or direct her or make her perform. It's the sound of acceptance, of love, of pure delight in another person's happiness. This is where the deeper meaning begins to unfold, because this isn't just about flowers or chickens. It's about a lifestyle. It's about a choice. Over the years, Harry and Meghan have made it clear that they wanted something different for their family. They wanted peace, they wanted privacy, they wanted a space where their children could grow up without constant pressure or scrutiny. And in this moment, you can see that vision coming to life. Every detail of this scene speaks to the life they've built, a life away from the constant glare of the spotlight, away from the endless commentary and criticism, away from the pressures of royal expectations. It's a life they've chosen, a life they've created, a life that prioritizes what truly matters. The presence of a garden, flowers, and chickens suggests a connection to nature, a slower pace of living, a focus on what truly matters. It's not about luxury or status, it's about environment. It's about creating a home where creativity, play, and emotional well-being are part of everyday life. The garden isn't just a garden, it's a space for growth, for beauty, for connection to the earth. The chickens aren't just chickens, they're part of a lifestyle that values sustainability, that teaches children about where food comes from, that brings a little piece of the countryside into daily life. It's the kind of life that many people dream of, the kind of life that prioritizes experiences over possessions, moments over milestones. And let's talk about that balance for a second. On one side, you have Meghan, calm, focused, creating something beautiful. On the other side, you have Lilibet, energetic, playful, exploring her surroundings. And in the middle, you have Harry, appreciating, observing, connecting. That balance is powerful. It shows a family dynamic where different energies coexist in harmony, where quiet moments and playful moments are equally valued, where parents can be fully present for their children while also maintaining their own interests and creative outlets. It's not about one person sacrificing for the other. It's about creating a life where everyone's needs, everyone's energies, everyone's joys can find expression. It's about building a family culture that honors both stillness and movement, both creation and play, both individual pursuits and shared moments. This is something many viewers picked up on immediately. The clip has been described as soothing, uplifting, and even healing. People have said it made them smile, made them pause, made them feel something positive in the middle of a busy day. And that reaction is not accidental. It's a reflection of how deeply people crave moments like this. Moments that feel real, moments that feel kind, moments that remind them of what matters. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, these small glimpses of peace become anchors. They remind us that somewhere, even in the midst of fame and scrutiny, there are people finding joy in simple things. And if they can do it, maybe we can too. There's also something nostalgic about it. Watching Lilibet chase chickens reminds many people of their own childhoods. Running outside, playing without rules, discovering the world one small adventure at a time. It taps into something universal, the memory of being carefree, of finding joy in the simplest things. For those who grew up with gardens and animals, it brings back specific memories. The feeling of grass under bare feet, the excitement of spotting a new creature, the freedom of unstructured outdoor play. For those who didn't, it creates a longing, a sense of something beautiful that might have been missed. Either way, it connects us to something deeper, something almost primal, the knowledge that humans, and especially children, are meant to be outside, meant to move, meant to explore. And that's the beauty of this moment. It's specific, but it's also universal. Not everyone has a garden or chickens, but everyone understands the feeling of joy, of laughter, of being present in a moment that doesn't need anything extra to be meaningful. It speaks to something that transcends culture, class, geography, the simple human experience of finding happiness in ordinary moments. It's the same feeling that makes people smile when they see a child playing in a park anywhere in the world. The same feeling that makes grandparents' eyes light up when they watch their grandchildren discover something new. It's joy in its purest form, unmediated by screens or filters or expectations. As the clip continues to circulate, more and more people are connecting with it, not because it's dramatic or controversial, but because it's peaceful, because it's genuine, because it offers something different from the usual noise. In a media landscape that often rewards the loudest voices and the most extreme opinions, this quiet little moment stands out precisely because it's not trying to stand out. It's not asking for attention. It's not demanding a reaction. It's simply there, offering itself to anyone who wants to pause and appreciate it. And in a strange way, that quiet confidence, that refusal to perform, is what makes it so compelling. And then there's Meghan's role in all of this. Her flower arranging is not just a background activity, it's part of the story. It represents intention, it represents care, it represents the act of creating beauty in everyday life. And Harry, noticing that, appreciating it, and vocalizing it, reinforces the idea that small efforts matter, that being seen and appreciated matters. It's a reminder that in relationships, in families, in communities, the small acts of noticing and acknowledging can be as important as the grand gestures. A compliment on flower arranging might seem trivial, but it's not. It's recognition, it's connection, it's love expressed in the smallest, most consistent way. Together, these elements create a moment that feels complete, a moment that doesn't need to be explained, yet invites deeper reflection, a moment that reminds us that happiness is not always found in big achievements or public recognition. Sometimes it's found in a quiet afternoon, arranging flowers, sharing kind words, and watching your child laugh as she chases chickens across a garden. It's found in the pause between tasks, the moment of connection, the shared smile that needs no words. It's found in the ordinary, if only we have eyes to see. And maybe that's why this moment has resonated so deeply, because it's not trying to be anything other than what it is. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's soft, it's warm, it's real. In a world that often feels like it's screaming for attention, this gentle little moment cuts through the noise. It reminds us that there's another way to live, another way to be, another way to find meaning. It reminds us that the things that matter most are often the things that can't be measured, can't be marketed, can't be monetized. They're just there, waiting to be noticed. It reminds us to slow down, to notice the little things, to appreciate the people around us, to create moments of peace in our own lives, even in small ways. This is the gift that Meghan and Harry have given us with this small share, not just a glimpse into their life, but a reminder about our own. A reminder that we too can find beauty, can create peace, can notice the small joys. We too can arrange flowers.